Boom.
Got some bird looking at my window then. Not a chick, a bird, a flying bird. Bring that badger here. Yes, what's good everybody? Back here, the Clout Chasers here. Please subscribe. Cut me and I bleed subscribers. The Clout Chaser. Quick shit vid. It is red as again today and I can't even deal with said heat. You just start getting used to it, don't you? And then it'll piss it down. So like the humidity, you start to actually come round to it. I look like a drumstick. Well, a bit tan, but eggs is eggs. Nature at beast. I'm sweating a bit. I need to get on with this. Liverpool are apparently in for Adams, who is one of my ones that I want to retain, which I think is a shame. And he's apparently said, but you never know with this bullshit, do you? But he's apparently said that he does want to stay in the Premier League. So yeah, he's looking for a way out, a dip of a way out. So I think it'd be a shame if we lose Adams. I think if we retain people like Adams, we're almost definitely coming straight back up. But nature at beast. And the joke that I made on a short has turned on me because apparently Scott Parker is actually in talks with us. Now I don't mind Scott Parker, but it's a bit of an uninspiring manager to come in, really, isn't it? But not uninspiring, to be fair. It's just like pretty much where we're at, like a bit mediocre, and there's not much intrigue to it. But apparently he's in talks with us, so whether that's true or not, who knows. That Faki, whatever he's called, guy with long hair, he's still coming up and around, and apparently there's a sporting director called Stuart Webber who is apparently going to come in. But he's going to work his notice, so he's going to be a while at Norwich yet, and then come in to be our sporting director. He's obviously worked with that Faki guy with long hair for a while they were at Norwich together. So I got my man Faki guy with long hair got quite a lot of shit in comments, to be fair, about not getting him in. So I don't think he's a front runner with these subscribers that I'm desperate for on my channel, the Clout Chasing channel. And I have it on good authority now. My version of good authority is not everybody's good version of authority. But I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's heard from somebody that somebody else knows that Graham Potter has been buying property in Leeds City Centre, like he's bought a penthouse in Leeds City Centre. Now, there's a few things going on there. The first one, and probably most likely, is it's bullshit. The second one is, I'm sure he's buying property. They're all buying property absolutely everywhere, aren't they? But the third one is he's bought that property so that he can move in, so he can become Leeds manager next year in Championship. Now, that would be more of, I know he was shit at Chelsea, Potter, but it was a bit of a weird job for him on it, that really. But that would be a much more of a appointment that I'd be able to get behind. Although he's a bit of a boring gadge, but the style of football he plays is ace, and proven what he did with Brighton. I know Brighton are still good. Brighton will collapse next year, by the way. Truly do believe that. All this thing about owners and stuff, I don't want to go back over it with Rads, but all this thing where it's people get hung up on what media are saying about owners and how well the clubs run. Brighton are just having a good go at it, like they all do every now and again. And they'll just collapse like Southampton did, and they'll collapse like Everton did, and they'll collapse like West Ham did. And, West Ham maybe come back a bit next year, but, they lose Declan Rice. They were struggling like fuckery this year. They'll be up against it again. Antonio's not getting any younger or any less injury prone. Can they go out and spend 100 million again? Well, to be fair, to sell Rice, they'll probably spend some money, but who are they going to attract in? I don't know. I'm now talking about West Ham. I just mean they're on a curve at Brighton at the minute where everybody goes, oh, that's how you run a football club and get everybody in. Well, Potter left, and then this new gadget nobody knew came in, and now they're apparently even better than when Potter were there. So it's I think clubs are like nightclubs, and if you don't change them every 5 years, they get a bad reputation, and everybody starts kicking shit out of each other, and it scares all fit chicks off, and you end up with blokes that end at night that just refuse to go home, like me and my mates. And then you get women who refuse to go home, who the blokes that refuse to go home don't want all to do with. I've got a shout out to do as well, but I forgot your name, dude, so I'm so sorry. I bumped into him on Fibre on Saturday night. It was a nice kid. I'll upload a photo, so shout out to my guy. But I can't remember your name. I was absolutely pissed out of my mind, to be fair. I was mullered. And then a bit of news on, so the club's retained list has come out, so what's happening at people's end of people's contracts and stuff. And Robbles, the big lanky freak, the keeper, who some people for some reason want to be our number one long-term in Championship, which I'm just not in on. He's been released at the end of his contract at the end of the year, which I'm not happy about it for him, but, I think that's right. And then a young lad called Stuart McKinstry, who has featured in a couple of games. I've met his dad before, right nice. I'm a bit gutted for him, really. He's been released, so I hope he finds a club, because he looked like a decent little footballer, but it's so hard for a minute when they're only young. And then Adam Forshaw is being released. Now, they're being invited back to pre-season training. I don't know whether that's just like a formality, whether they do that on a regular just to keep them fit, to give them a chance to sign to another club. But I'm not surprised about Forshaw, but I'm not over the moon about it either. But we need to bring some players in. Then I know Forshaw's knocking on, but he's still probably our best centre mid apart from Tyler Adams. So until we start bringing people in, I don't know. But yeah, what's good, everybody? Check that badger over there. Don't make me beg for no more subscribers. Can't handle it. Clout chaser out.
The way they've been, the results they've had, 1 defeat in 13. I've got Muppets from Leeds talking about pressures on us and Bamford and Forshaw and a couple of others, and it's over to you and this, that and the other. They got beat 7 times since Christmas. We've been beaten once. We've set it up from Christmas to be in the race.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why.